Recorded live in the studios of Brewer Street Mafia. This is a Red Dog Club production.
And now, your number one rated show, The Mike Weatherford Show. Here's your host, Mike Weatherford.
Hey, welcome back to the Mike Weatherford Show. I'm your host, Mike Weatherford. Hey, we got Memorial Day coming up. That's a holiday we all think where we're supposed to grill hamburgers and have a big time, but there's a reason behind Memorial Day. And I've got two guests here tonight that's going to explain to us what's happening around Henry County Memorial Day. It's an exciting time, and we've got a lot of happenings going on and a lot of things for our veterans. So I want to bring to you, first off, Miss Ann Smith. She is tell me what, the Veterans Council. Tell me what you do, Ann. Welcome to the show.
I'm the chairman of the Veterans Council. We have a wonderful committee, and we plan what we're going to do for Memorial Day.
Great.
We also have a flag run that day, and we also have a two-bell ceremony that day that we'll be discussing.
Great.
All for our veterans.
Right. And also, from the Unforgotten Motorcycle Club, a real good friend of mine, Mark Sarge Grogan. I think we're friends.
We are, buddy.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Glad to be here.
We both kind of stove up today, ain't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
You doing all right, man?
I'm doing great. Real quick, thanks to all your listeners and my Facebook family and friends for all the kind words and thoughts of my accident. I'm getting better each day, so thank you. Keep the prayers coming and the thoughts. They mean a lot to me.
Deer season doesn't open till September, sorry, in case you didn't know.
I thought I'd get the jump on it if I could.
The jump went the other way.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man.
Glad
I appreciate
to be here,
it.
brother.
All right, Ann, I want you to start out with you. Tell me what is going on, what the Veterans Council is, and what kind of stuff y'all got planned coming up here for Memorial Day, which is not far off.
It's not far off. It's right around the corner here. Main thing we do is we have a committee from all of the veterans organizations, also from the Unforgotten Club. We have members, and also from caring backers. Mm-hmm. They're not veterans, but anytime we want anything done, those two groups is right there to help us.
That's right. That's right.
So we voted to include them in our meetings.
Now, Sarge is a veteran.
Well, a lot of the guys from the Unforgotten are veterans.
Okay.
And some of them are not, but
Right.
we let everybody
yeah.
include because they are a tremendous help.
They
to
are a
us.
great organization, really great.
Great
organization.
guys.
We had Ronnie Doc scheduled to come in, but I think he's a little bit under the weather. Is that correct?
That is
Sarge?
correct. Yeah, he's not feeling too good. So, brother, get better. We're thinking about you. We've got that big Adopt-A-Vet program we'll talk about later coming up this Saturday. So
Great.
Get better, get what you need
get
done.
Feeling better, Doc. We need you, brother. But anyway, what do we got planned coming up in Memorial Day?
Okay, Memorial Day is May the 26th at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a program up at the courthouse. Start off with our opening remarks, which be me unless somebody else wants to do it. And then we have our opening prayer. It's going to be Doc. We have our poster colors will be our master of ceremonies, which will be Bernie Keelk. Is that how you pronounce
Correct.
her name? Going to post the colors, and then we have a patriotic, I can't even talk, patriotic music, which is, the girl is from out of Greenbrier, Tennessee. And yes, I'm very prejudiced because it's my granddaughter.
That's okay.
And I told her she better not let Nana down.
She won't. She won't.
She is going to do patriotic songs. We have a guest speaker, which is our mayor, Randy Geiger.
Right.
He's going to be our guest speaker. We're going to do a mock military service. The Tennessee State Color Guard is going to be doing that.
All this is going on at the courthouse.
At the courthouse.
What time?
8 o'clock.
Starts at 8.
8.
It's kind of a long deal that day. It's a lot more than just 8 o'clock deal. I know we got a thing up here. You got your Memorial Day program is 8 a.m. And then you got your flag run at 10 a.m. and the two-bell ceremony after the flag run.
Right, and then, of course, we have lunch after that. But it's a full day, and we tried to keep our program at the courthouse within an hour if we can, because then we have to go to the AMVETS at the lake for our flag run.
Got you.
And the flag run is, we have people that gets out and asks for donations, whatever they want to give, whether it's $10, $5, $100, whatever. That money goes towards purchasing flags to put on our veterans' graves in Henry County.
Okay.
It used to be called Fun Walk, but they kept
Have y'all already got your flags in this year? Everything's ready to go?
Yes. They're
Great.
going to be picked up at the VFW Sunday, May the 18th at 3 o'clock.
Right. You know, my father was a veteran, World War II, Sarge. And Memorial Day, people would come up to my father and say, "Thank you for your service." He'd kind of get a little chip on his shoulder. He was old school, Vietnam.
Right, yeah.
I mean, he was World War II, but it ain't for me. It's for my brothers and sisters that we lost. He'd say, "Over yonder."
Right.
And you know, it's okay to think of it, but this is basically for the ones that didn't come home. Now, I want to push that. The veterans have their day. This is for the ones that didn't come back to us.
This day is for the brothers and sisters that sacrificed the ultimate,
That's right.
so that we can live the way that we live in
Argue.
America.
We can argue.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about, you know. But I want to get that clear. It's okay to think of vet, but you're a vet. Appreciate your service, brother. But it's not your day.
No, it's not.
But you know, the old World War II guys, they was tough asses.
Absolutely, they were badasses.
Yeah,
if
that's
you can
exactly.
say that on this.
Well, we said it.
All right, good.
That's good.
That's right.
And so he just would tell me. My father would say, "It's not my day. You know, this is for my brothers and sisters that didn't come back."
Right.
And he'd always tell them some stories, you know. But I'm glad we got stuff like that in Henry County, because we have a lot of veterans in Henry County. You know,
Okay.
we have a lot of them, and we lost a lot to these wars. Do we know how many that died in combat here in Henry County? I'd like to get that number.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I could probably find that
Yeah,
out.
it would surprise you, because you know, we're the volunteer county and a volunteer state. So no, Tennessee, it give a lot. You know, we give a lot in all
Right.
the wars. You know, not just you start here in Iraq, work your way back to the
World War I.
well, before that
Yeah.
in Tennessee, you know, we was fighting a Civil War,
right.
all the way back to probably when this country was gotten from England. You know, we've got veterans that go back for the history of this country, and Memorial Day, that give their life for this country. And it's good that we got folks like y'all that still taking care of them. That means a lot to us, because they don't need to be forgotten.
No, they'll never be forgotten as long as I'm alive. As long
So
as that
many
club
of them
exists.
are, though.
They are forgotten. It's like this day and time, we take a lot for granted. We don't realize, you know, who paid for the band that the music we're listening to. You know what that means. And y'all, that flag deal means a lot, because I go to my father's grave and there's a flag over it, and man, it makes me tear up. You know, when I see that somebody took time to go over there on, you know, and put a flag on his grave.
George Schenkel.
Yes.
A lot of people knows George.
Yeah.
I know you do.
He's a good friend of mine.
He has been in charge of this for over 50 years.
Is he still able to do it again?
No, he contacted me about 3 or 4 months ago and wanted to know if I would take it over.
That had to be hard.
And I really didn't want to, but I couldn't turn him down.
No, George, he's a good man.
He says, "I'll help you as much as I can," but unfortunately, George is in the hospital right now.
Oh no.
And
He's battling cancer, that bad word that we all hate. But
he also fell a week ago Sunday and broke his leg, both bones.
oh, George,
So he's just
Godspeed.
keep him in his prayers.
Godspeed, George.
But anyway, he asked me if I would take it over, and I told him I would try. I'd do the best that I could. And thank goodness I've got good people that's helping me.
That's a big undertaking.
We order 41 to 42 grosses every year.
That's
And that's
4,200.
There's 144 in a gross.
Man, that's a lot of flags.
That's a lot of flags and a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
But as far as the money, it's worth it.
well, sure, it ain't
know,
it ain't an idea about money.
A lot of these veterans does not have family to put on their.
Some of it, yeah. I imagine, Sarge, that there is some of these older World War I veterans that there's no family even left. Now their grandchildren is probably gone by now, so they don't.
I would imagine. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking now World War II.
Yeah,
you
they're-
know,
we're
no
losing
family and
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so.
And these volunteers, these flags, they go out there, like you said, and, it's usually a boot length away from the headstone, and you put the flag in, they take their time out of their schedule to go out there and honor these men and women and locate these tombstones.
How do what do y'all use to find them? I know I'm getting away from what our show's about, but how do y'all know where all these?
We have 25, I think it was 24 or 25 groups that comes and picks the flags up, and they're supposed to have a map of the cemeteries that they put the
and it's not
on.
veterans. Are y'all going to put them on all veterans or just ones that died during service?
All veterans.
Okay, that's even
all
good.
veterans. We've got a Cub Scout group that's got a big cemetery.
Right.
We got several people that's got just small cemeteries.
Man, they're scattered everywhere. That's a big undertaking, Sarge.
And that's how we did it up north. Before I moved down here, you had a
We
manifest.
don't give a damn how you did it.
I was talking like Murray.
Yeah, okay.
Murray, Callaway County, north.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I got you, brother. Go ahead.
We had a manifest, like Ann said, you have a map of the cemetery and the different cemeteries in that county. And then you have a manifesto, let's just say, and it shows the location of that veterans, where there's a veteran marker. And you just follow the map. You go down one side and down the other, and
like grid out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot. It takes a lot. I mean, I don't think that the people listening to us understand the undertaking it is just to put a flag on every veteran's grave in Henry County.
Correct.
And it takes a lot, man.
George has been doing it. Last 2 years I have. You call both of the funeral homes, and they very nice to give us a list of the veterans that passed away from May of last year to May of this year. Mm-hmm. And then we give those to the people that picks up flags so they can add to their list.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's growing. Every 10 years we have a war. That groups are growing, isn't it?
It's surprising to look at that list, how many veterans that we have lost just here in Henry County in the last year.
We're losing the World War II veterans. It's just rarity to find one. Did y'all see the NASCAR race where a veteran sung the national anthem at 102 years old?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Was that not a blessing?
That was awesome.
Dude, that just put cold chills on me.
Chill bumps.
Yeah.
The singer was 102 years old?
Yeah, he was a World War II veteran.
Yep.
He was one of the few left. I think he stormed Iwo Jima.
I don't remember, but I was catching that. I saw that.
That is so cool. I mean, he had a pretty decent voice.
He did for 102.
Doc, he sang better than me and you, Doc. We're half his age.
Yeah.
He can sing it all better than me.
Yeah, but I thought, how much better can it get to that man to get up there? But we're losing them veterans. It was astronomical amount of World War II veterans we're losing every day.
And we're
working on the Vietnam vets now. They're
don't forget about the Korean guys.
Yeah, that's right.
They're in there too.
Yeah, they are. We're just losing them. But all the World War I vets are gone. World War II vets is just about
almost.
It's closing the door on them. Then the Koreans next, and then you're going to be on. Then your Vietnam vets are getting older. I mean, it's a big undertaking.
It's sad, really, when you stop to think about it.
Then you're going to step into Desert Storm.
Yes, sir. Iraq, all that stuff. Yeah, and God forbid it ain't going to be a Ukraine veterans. I hope that gets settled over there.
Yep.
I mean, that was horrible. It's a bad deal. What is the motorcycle club doing this year to help them?
You know what? We're doing, I think how you and I kind of met is during this Memorial Day program. You were out in the crowd, and I had the missing man table. That's going to be part of it.
I'll be up there.
I was just fixing to mention that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate on it. I want you folks to come out and check it out.
You need to come see this.
Absolutely,
it's something.
And we'll have the field cross there and describe what that was for and how that all came about, and we'll describe the table as well to everybody that's there. Right. So we'll help in that fashion. We're also doing this Saturday. We're doing our Adopt a Vet program for the 19th year. All proceeds go to help out veterans. That's what the Motorcycle Club does here in Henry County. We build ramps. We help wheelchair accessorize their homes. We take them to doctor's appointments. We buy them groceries, pay bills for them, take them to Nashville to the VA. Just about whatever they do outside of just handing them cash.
Sure, yeah.
And help them out in a time of need.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks that these veterans are taken care of by the government. Well, they do a little, but when it comes to everyday life, they still got to live. And y'all do a whole lot. I mean, y'all are kind of the unknown heroes. I keep up with y'all. They are. Y'all do so much for these people. Y'all run them up and down the roads, carrying them to Nashville. You build them a wheelchair accessible to get on their porch. And, dude, y'all are the unsung heroes of these veterans.
It doesn't come without the fine folks of Henry County and all the donations, because without them, we don't exist.
Yeah.
And in 19 years, like Doc says, we've never gone broke, knock on wood.
You're not. Because, you got Henry County is the volunteer county of the volunteer state.
And they have always stepped up when needed.
Will. So what do y'all got going? Tell me again.
On the 19th is our adoptive vet, or the 17th, I'm sorry, our adoptive vet program. We're going to have a poker run that day. And what we do is we go to all the American Legion, the AMVETS, the VFW. We go to all the military organizations, and then we come back to the clubhouse. We eat. We'll have a band there. The Shrednecks will be playing. It's $10 to get in the gate. Gate opens at 10.
We got it up right there.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Veterans get in free. So come out and help us and support the veterans, and walk around and talk to some of the veterans. They like to talk sometimes, share their story or whatever, or just pat them on the back and say thank you. We're also going to do a little pre-get-together Friday, which I just found out about, on the 16th at 1500. For those of you that know, that's 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. The gates will open up. We'll have fish sticks, French fries, onion rings, and other sides for donations. Weather permitting, we might have a little fire going, just a little get-together, a little pre-warmer for
Tell us
Saturday.
where the clubhouse is.
3030 Maysbridge Road, Paris, Tennessee. As soon as you turn right on the Maysbridge Road, 200 feet on your left, you'll see the clubhouse. We sit on 11 acres. Big, beautiful American flag up there with a POW flag right underneath it.
There you go.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, go to 69 toward Big Sandy.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And you turn right over when you go across Mays Bridge. You take a right. Right there used to be a couple bars right there years ago. Take a right. It's a quarter mile maybe on the left?
No, it's like I'm telling you, like 100
right
to 200 feet.
Is
on
it
the
that
left,
close?
On the left.
I guess I knew it's close. You're right. It is that close. Right there it is. Y'all need to show up and help these people out. They do so much for the vets. The ones that's still here that need help. They need a ride to Nashville. They need a ramp. They might need a groceries, or they might need a little medicine, or they was there when we needed them. These veterans was.
Absolutely.
When we needed them to go over and do what we needed done. Our warriors stepped up and showed out for us. So these guys are stepping up and showing out for our veterans, and we thank you, man. We really appreciate everything y'all do for them, and keep doing it, brother.
It's an honor and a privilege, brother. I love it. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better job, if you want to call it a job, since I've retired. I love helping us out.
Yeah. But the Veterans Council, how long they been around? A pretty good while, hasn't it?
Well, as I told the committee this afternoon, I think this is my 19th year.
Right.
And it was around a little long before that, but it was not active. They might have, who was the chairman of it, call you and say, we're going to meet tomorrow night, or we're meeting tonight, and you might have 2 people show up.
Right.
But when I took it over, I said I wanted one designated night instead of just
Random.
Yeah,
once a month.
So we meet the second Tuesday in this time of year. We start in March, April, May. Then we take a break June, July, and August, and start back up in September.
How do you become a member of the council? How does that happen? Or do you have to be a veteran? Or explain to me how that works. Are y'all needing helpers? You needing volunteers?
We always need help.
Yeah. If somebody wanted to become a member of the Veterans Council, how does that happen?
Well, the way it's set up is usually from the Veterans Organization. Mm-hmm. I always say I like to have at least the commander and the auxiliary president to come. Mm-hmm. And then anybody that wants, they appoint, can come. Mm-hmm. Like this group and Karen Bikers, they volunteered to, hey, what can we do? What can we do? So we've bent our rules and let them be on it. And I'm going to sit here and say, I hope I don't get shot. But anybody that is really wanting to help the veterans, I'm not going to turn the help down. I'm sorry.
No, we can't. We can't. There's a big task that needs to be done with the veterans, and it seems like the pool of people that's willing to help and can help is getting smaller. It's growing apart. You've got the veterans and you got the ones that want to help. It seems like it's getting more veterans and less people willing to help.
It's true.
You see that when you go into these veteran organizations. You go in there and there's hardly any guys my age or your age.
Yeah.
They're all older.
Yeah.
They're like our dad's age.
Yeah.
There's very few of you and me and even younger
younger
in these establishments. And that's what I was going to say. If you want to help out the organization, the Veterans Council, join an organization, the American Legion at large, or
you don't have to be a veteran.
No, right.
Open your billfold. I mean, come on. Everything's high right now. I know the cost of living is probably the worst I've ever seen it. Right now, we're going through some trying times, but you're here having trying times because of veterans.
Right.
So let's step up, open your billfold up, and get a hold of the motorcycle club or the Veterans Council and help them with some donations.
Call me.
Call them. I know y'all always need some help because you're constantly building and helping these people out, and there's a lot of expense to that. Y'all are daily doing something. I think it's every day somebody's on the road probably carrying a veteran through there.
Just about, yeah.
Or as close as Dover or all the way to Nashville, I'm sure.
We're actually doing George's Ramp Thursday.
There you go. So that's what I'm talking about.
So
there's always something that needs to be done today, and y'all are blessed to have the money and the funds available to do that. That's good to live in this kind of community, isn't it?
Like I said, without the community, we don't exist. Let me put this out there: the Camden Elks Lodge gave us a huge donation for all the lumber that we have stored that we use and all that stuff.
Wow.
So a shout out to them.
Yeah.
And that's what we use. If we need something, we go purchase it with the donations from the people of the county and all that stuff. But yeah,
labor's free. Y'all guys
absolutely
do.
Right. And people volunteer. We're a bunch of worker bees.
Yeah.
We need a good supervisor that knows how to cut the right angle. And, it's not. I thought it was measure once and cut 16 times.
Nah,
Is that how it goes? Or?
Well, I usually cut it off twice and it's still too short. And that's where I cut it off that little. How long you want it? Cut it off that little mark past the S and Stanley on that tape measure. Well, I've cut it twice. It's still too short.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, we need that.
Yep.
We need that. But tell me some more about the Memorial Day. We've got the put that back up there again, if you would, Chester. Memorial Day program.
It's at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Our mayor, Randy Geiger, is going to be our guest speaker this year.
Right.
We have a patriotic singer, Brittany York.
Yeah.
Sarge says he's going to explain the missing man table, and it's amazing that people doesn't know what the missing man table means.
You've got to see it. It's give them a little bit of idea. Don't tell them what it is. But give them a little idea. It's about he didn't make it back. I'm trying to put it in words. He's not there to support us. I mean,
I'll tell you, like the tablecloth is white for the purity.
Yeah.
The red ribbon is for the blood that was shed.
Yeah. We need to have a crowd up there. That's coming up. What date?
Monday, May the 26th at 8 o'clock.
Memorial Day, 8 o'clock.
There will be a few chairs for the ones that cannot really stand.
Yeah.
And
bring you a chair.
And that's what I say. If anybody wants to bring your own chair,
bring your own chair.
Bring it.
Go to the courthouse, Henry County Courthouse. It's a wide open area now. It's a big area. Rain or shine, I'm sure, guys, right?
If it rains, we will be moved inside with the courtroom.
All right. It will be in a courtroom. But look, Memorial Day, Monday. Take one time in your life and go to the courthouse here in Henry County and be a part of the celebration for our vets that didn't make it back. See what Sarge is doing with this missing man table deal. You need to check that out. Join in all the activities. You'll feel good. It'll do your heart well. Then you can go home and start your grill and have your day. But, without these veterans and without these people that didn't come back for the war, you might be speaking German. You might be eating brats instead of a hamburger. You don't never know what could happen in this world. So it's a good thing to go do. Show up, be up there. Memorial Day, 8 a.m., Henry County Courthouse. Get up early for one time in your one day for a year. Get up on your day off early. Take the family, take your children, and just see the activities.
And you can go to the lake afterwards.
That's right. Doc, help me.
Yeah.
Sarge?
I say,
Well, Doc's supposed to be, and I keep calling
I
you Doc.
say, when you sit at your table, set a setting and don't put nothing on it.
That's right.
And think about that one man and one woman that didn't make it back home.
You know, our children doesn't really understand. I mean, they do. You know, we think that the public is dumb. They're not as dumb as people think they are. But sometimes we get comfortable. Let's use that word. We need to do a better job of our children, explain to them war happens. Sure, nobody wants war. You know, you've got the part of our society nowadays, it's anti-war, anti-war. It's always been like it. Nobody wants war. But sometimes you got to fight back.
Right.
We need to teach these children that what this is all about. Thank our vets, and thank y'all too for what y'all do. You know, I wish that the people sitting in here was 20-year-olds doing this interview with me. That would make me know we had a future. You know what I'm saying?
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. But you know, we got what we got, and the good Lord knows He's got it under control.
Yep.
He does. Believe it or not, He does. You know, everybody comes in here. They always ask me. They say, Mike, am I part of the Brewer Street Mafia now, being as I've been on your show? And, well, you know, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to make y'all two official members of the Brewer Street Mafia.
All right.
Thank you.
You can read what it says on it. It tells you that you are an official member now. Can you read it?
I can.
What's it say?
Official member, the Brewer Street Mafia.
There you go.
The Mike Weatherford Show. Thank
You're
you, brother.
official members, brother.
I'll show this around.
You show that.
Thank you for what you do
Yes,
and the programming that you put out to
appreciate
this
it.
area. It's
Well,
much needed and greatly
It
appreciated.
is. We're all in this old world together. And I mean this when I say this, you know, if you can just help a little bit in our community. If everybody give a penny, it wouldn't take long, you'd have $1.
Right.
Right.
So I just do my part, which is a small part. There's a lot more parts that need to be done, but everybody needs to do their little part to make this community a better place to live. I mean, you know, without y'all doing what you're doing, I'm afraid they'd forget about these people that give it all, you know.
And that's like you just said, you know, and what I just said, you know, I wish there were 20-year-olds
That's right.
sitting here, 30-year-olds sitting here
young-
talking about the Veterans Council.
Yeah, but
and
that's what I want. You know, and if you're a young person watching this show, which I have young viewers, and you think, you know, my granddaddy was a Vietnam vet. That's cool. That's cool. We'll do something. Come up here to this veteran council. I'll go up there Memorial Day and talk to Sarge. Pull him when he's done. Pull over to the side, and they'll put you involved with the right people and touch. And I use that word better. Who you can help. We need these younger people. You know, one of these days, Sarge and myself and Ann's going to get too old to do this. We need to be able to pass the torch on to this younger generation. It's okay to be a patriot. It's okay to love your country. There's nothing wrong with that. No matter what you hear, it's okay to love your country and love your vets. That's the right thing. That's not the wrong thing.
right.
Wasn't for our vets, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly. Guys, you know what? The Unforgotten Motorcycle Club, I got to let y'all guys go. Before we do, we've got a giveaway
Yep.
from y'all guys. Tell me what we got.
We got a stainless steel Yeti cup, and we got a big old mug for whatever your favorite cold beverage might be. And we got a couple Huggies.
Hold them up, they said in the back. Hold them up
Oh.
there. Turn that around. Look at that. That is so cool. Unforgotten Motorcycle Club. Look at all that. It even got these little, every place calls them different. Koozies? What do you call them?
Koozies. That's what I call them.
Yeah,
Koozies.
Two of these, a Yeti, and a beer stein.
Yeah, beer stein. There
Around
you
in
go.
the South, that was root beer. The old K&N root beer had these. There's a good picture of it right there. You know what? We're going to take third caller,
Sure.
and we're going to give you a package tonight from our friends at the Unforgotten Motorcycle Club. There it is. There's the phone number. All you got to do is be the third caller, and you can win this pack right here. But I want you to do one thing. You're probably getting over $100 worth of stuff. Contact these guys. If you're the winner, contact these guys and make a small donation to any of these two organizations. Do that for me. So we're going to take a commercial break, be the third caller, and we got Bruceton and May on board. They're sitting there chomping at the bits, ready to come in. So we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Charter Senior Living, located at 350 Volunteer Drive, is a premier community for seniors interested in pursuing life, energy, and purpose. We have restaurant-style dining, life enrichment programs, social activities, local scheduled transportation, and a beauty salon. We show respect to our veterans with a wall of honor. Our mission at Charter Senior Living is to enhance the human spirit. For more information about Charter Senior Living, call us at 731-644-9680.
Is your tank on empty? Come to 54 Fuel Mart, located at 1213 A Westwood Street, for the best prices on gas. What about your other tank? You know, the one that is growling? 54 Fuel Mart has you covered for that as well. Check out our fried chicken, wings, pizza, and many other items to satisfy your hunger. On Tuesdays and Fridays, you really need to check out the fried fish. We also have a selection of freeze-dried candies, along with an entire aisle of candy bars and other sweets. Is it raining, or do you just not want to get out of the car? We have a drive-up window for your convenience. We also have dyed diesel for use in your tractors and other farm equipment. We have parking for big rigs, and our business hours are 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Feeling lucky? Well, do you? We have scratch-offs, and you can try your hand and the TN lottery while you're here. 54 Fuel Mart, located at the Westwood Y, Paris.
Chad Cox, PLLC, provides representation in the areas of criminal law, family law, personal injury, wills and probate law. Chad Cox serves Paris and the surrounding area. He does not believe in a one-size-fits-all approach to representing his clients. He reviews every detail of your case to ensure that you receive an assessment that is specific to the unique circumstances in your case. Chad Cox is located at 104 North Brewer Street, Paris, Tennessee. Contact us at 731-642-4446.
Is this a normal sight around your house in the winter? Then when the hot summer sun comes around, is this something you see quite regularly too? If so, AccuAir is your answer. AccuAir serves all surrounding counties with top-notch HVAC techs to get you in the comfort that you deserve. Call Nathan or one of the highly skilled techs from AccuAir. AccuAir also offers BPU-approved financing for all your HVAC replacements. AccuAir is your #1 choice for all your heating and cooling.
The Downtown Event Center is available for parties, meetings, or family get-togethers. The center comes with spacious seating and an area that will help make serving food easier. If you are having a birthday party, this is definitely the place for you. The Downtown Event Center is located at 107 South Brewer Street. Contact Jessica at 731-642-4992 to make your reservation.
Hey everyone, this is Jeremy Buckaloo reminding you to tune in to Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo live every Sunday night at 7:30 here from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios.
Folks, don't forget, next week, we've got an exciting show I want to tell you about. Tragedy in a small town. Columbia, Tennessee in 1977, It was the largest fire in the state of Tennessee, and probably the second largest fire in the nation that involved a jail. 42 people, inmates, and a few visitors lost their life in 1977. I don't know why I don't remember this. In Columbia, Tennessee. What really happened that day? Why were so many unable to escape? And after 50 years, who still bears the scars of that haunted afternoon? So come tune in next week. We got Cindy Tinsley. She wrote a book called Tragedy in a Small Town. It's about the Murray County, which is Columbia, Tennessee, jail fire, a true tragedy that I was not familiar with. And I want you, my viewer, pass the word. Let's find out about this fire, find out what went on and how it happened, and it changed a lot across the country after this fire. It's going to be an incredible show. You need to tune into this show and find out about this little tragedy that a lot of people, including myself, wasn't familiar with. So tune in. That's right, next week, right here on the Mike Weatherford Show. And don't forget, every Thursday, Good Day Paris. That's right, 6:30 right here on Facebook Live. Don't forget our friends over at Good Day Paris. They've always got something exciting going on. They even got my picture. You know, when I was on there, they was either digging on the bottom or pick underneath the barrel trying to find guests. But I've been on the show. Tune in. That's my sister's show, Good Day Paris. Don't forget it, every Thursday. Also, Tennessee Informer, another one of our shows. Robert Bodish, Major General, Texas State Guard, Epic City. What everyone needs to know. What are the dangers? What can be done? Is it too late to stop it? Let's tune up Wednesday, May the 14th, 7 p.m., Facebook and YouTube. Go find them. It's a great show. Dave Vance has got a good show called Tennessee Informer. Find it, tune in, find out what's going on Tennessee Informer. Don't forget Sportscast with Jeremy Bucklow. It's every Sunday at 7:30. He's running under the Mike Weatherford banner. We're fixing to go to his own banner once he gets all this worked out. Live with Jeremy, live Sportscast with Jeremy Bucklow. It's coming up Sunday, May the 18th. He's got Brian Welp and Greg Laster, Henry County Golf, and Bulldogs will be on talking with them. You don't want to miss it. It's every Sunday at 7:30. That's right, Sportscast Live with Jeremy Bucklow. About 2 weeks, he's going to be transferred over to his own Facebook page. So find it, Sportscast Live with Jeremy Bucklow. Click on it, follow it, like it, so you can keep up with all the excitement going on around the country in sports. Hey, don't forget, May the 17th, Puryear Day. That's right down the road here. Puryear Day is coming up. Tug of War. Let me tell you what I've got going. You got me and Tater Hayes got an MC at high noon. We got the Tug of War. I've got the Henry County Sheriff Department taking on the Paris Police Department. That's going to be cool. There's a lot of crap talking going on between the sheriff and the police chief. I don't know who's going to win. The sheriff said it's no doubt we're going to pull them through the mud hole. I don't know. Be down there May the 17th at Puryear Day. We've got Paris Station taking on Tater's Place. The waitress is going to have a tug of war. The 24th District Drug Task Force is going to be tugging. There is all kind of I think we've got 10 or 12 teams, and I think the mayor of Bruceton has said he'll take on anybody, all comers. It don't matter who you are, what you are. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, that's coming up Saturday, May the 17th. That's just coming up Saturday at Puryear Day. Don't miss it. And Land Between the Lakes, is that still going? That's right. May the 18th on Sunday, they got their Between the Rivers Dinner on the Grounds fish fry. $15, southern fried catfish, hush baby coleslaw, white beans, drink, and dessert. Hey, it's going on at Brandon Springs in Dover, Tennessee, the LBL. Don't miss it. It helps out and takes care of our LBL. So don't forget the Land Between the Rivers fish fry coming up. Don't forget about us. The Mike Weatherford Show, we're growing. We're simulcasting live on both Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, you name it, we're out there. So we're all over the area right now. But do me a favor, get over on YouTube and hit the little button that says subscribe. Reach over to pow. And on that Facebook, go over and click that follow button. And find us on all the platforms. It don't matter where we're at. Spotify, go find us. Follow us. Make us run the flag up. Make us grow this show. Because we want to be your go-to place for all the things we want to know about. So here we go. We've got a winner. I think we do. Let me see here. Have we got a winner on the line? Hello?
Yes, we do.
Who are we talking with?
Janice Cuthbertson.
Well, congratulations. What do you think? That's a pretty good deal right there.
That's awesome.
Hey, I'd like to have this this big, I call it a K&N root beer. It looks like back when I was a kid. Yeah, the K&N root beer, glass mug. It's so cool. Then this real cool Yeti, and you got two coolies. That's pretty good. Do me a favor. When you get these, come pick them up. Get hold of the Veterans Council and the motorcycle club, and do a little donation to them. Help them out. Would you do that for me?
I do that every day. I'm a member of the VFW.
Great. We need their support. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in. That's a pretty cool thing to get right here. I almost arm wrestled, sorry, but we're both too tired and broke up for it. For this darn, it looks just like when I was a kid, the K&N root beer mug is what it looks like. Congratulations, Janice.
All right, thank you.
Hey, what's your favorite talk show?
Oh, the Mike Weatherford Show.
That's what I want to hear. They'll tell you in the back how to pick up your winnings. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right. There you go, folks. It's that simple. All you got to do is watch the show, be the right caller, and you can walk away with something pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, now we got Bruceton in May. That's coming up. That's right around the corner. I've got my friends from Bruceton. We got a, I don't know how to put this in words, but I call it the no debt county, the no debt city. They run a tight ship down there, and that really mind boggles me that they have no debt in Bruceton. But anyway, I've got Ann and Mayor Robert Keeton. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate being asked back.
That's right. How's it going, man?
Everything's running along real well. We're all excited about Bruceton in May. The town is celebrating our 100th year. We were chartered in 1925, November the 1st, actually. But this is our 23rd Bruceton in May.
Really?
And we're just really excited about how things are going. It's going to be bigger and better.
Growing every year.
Been. Yes.
Growing every year. I mean, I've been down there. It's a lot going on in Bruceton. It's 100-year-old.
Yep.
You was there at the first one, wasn't you, Mayor?
Yes, I was.
I
I feel like it might.
I understand that. Mayor of small towns, you might feel like you was 125. But you've got your right hand. Literally, yes. Right hand.
That is her.
Anna Hand. Welcome to the show,
you.
Anna.
Thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. So you are the city
recorder and finance director.
Finance director. Right. That's the word I try to use.
Yes.
And are you keeping the checkbook taut down there?
Always. Yes. You ask the guys, they say I have my foot on their neck every day.
That's
the way it works.
That's the way it works, because you are the steward of Bruceton's money.
That's right. That's right. And I take it extremely seriously. The board will tell you that. I take it extremely seriously.
Well, you couldn't do without her, could you, Robert?
No. She went to Australia this past year, was gone for 6 weeks, and it was bad.
I mean,
but he didn't overspend the budget while I was away, he did well. He did well.
I bet she called and checked on that budget, didn't she?
No, she really didn't bother us much. Of course, I threatened her if she did that I would get the checkbook out.
You are an Australian gal.
I am.
So you went home.
I did. I'm from Western Australia. So I'm from Perth in Western Australia. And been here for 24 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it feel like home over there, or is a home in Bruceton?
It's home in both places. I know that's strange.
No, it can happen.
When I go home, it's great to be home. My parents aren't there now. They've both passed. But it's great to see my brothers are both still there. And I went home for my one of my nephews' wedding, and one of my brothers turned 60. So it was a big celebration.
Oh,
Got
that's
to
cool.
catch up with all my good friends and family. It was
When was the last
wonderful.
time you'd been back home?
It had been 10 years.
Had it changed?
Yeah. Yes, it has changed a lot. Yeah. The population has grown probably by a third. So it's bigger than the town. The Perth itself is bigger than Nashville. So
really,
yeah. So and it's spread right out.
I don't know. I don't like to be a stick in the mud, but I know things move along and things grow, but I don't like it, man. I'm
I
kind of
wish
like a
it'd stay the
dog.
same.
Yeah, you know, if you change my diet, it tears my stomach up. I just don't. I want things the same way it is. I mean, well, we got Bruceton in May. When is that coming up? What day?
That will be Saturday, May the 17th.
May the 17th.
We start at 11 o'clock that morning, have our opening ceremonies, and then we have some presentations. We've got a golf cart parade. We've got a dog show. There will be cars, a car show. We've got 66 vendors of various types, both food and merchandise.
66.
Yep.
66.
And we've got something that we've been trying to get going for several years. We've got some demonstrations of arts and crafts. We've got a wood carver. We've got a blacksmith. We've got somebody that's spinning yarn. We've got somebody that is performing flint knapping, making arrowheads. Yeah. And we're just really excited. TWRA will have their trailer there. Natchez Trace State Park will be putting on a demonstration of various animal skulls and a naturalist type of demonstration.
Sure, that's cool.
And we've got 3 bands. Wallace and Company starts at 1, and then Little B and the Sharps, they start at 3. And then 24/7 comes on at 7 o'clock.
Right there, that's a good band. They're always good band. 24/7's really gotten popular here the last few years. They're an excellent band.
They are. And it's Bruceton Girl that's lead singer.
That's right.
That's right.
that helps, don't it?
That's right.
What time does that band start?
24/7 starts at 7.
And it goes to just whenever it's all over?
Go to at least 10.
At 10 o'clock. That's cool. So it's an all-day family?
All-day family event. We've got a petting zoo. We have inflatables for the children. We got games. We've got all manner of things.
Eating. Last time I was down, I've been down there, and they had some good food. Some barbecue. I don't remember who that.
We're expecting good food. Archie Parker will be there with his barbecue.
I think that's what I ate last time. Oh man, that was good.
There's another barbecue vendor that will be there out with a food truck, but we've got all manner and types of food trucks.
Yeah.
For people to sample.
There's sort of
66.
66 all up, and I think there's 22 food vendors of all different
Hell,
sorts.
if you get hungry, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
We're going to have a park full.
We're going to have a park full of people, and it's going to be great.
It's a big area down there. I mean, Bruceton, you think, that's a small town. No, they've got a big area for this going on. It's a works perfect area.
Yeah.
We've got an approximately 60-acre park.
Right. Where is Bruceton? Did you hear God talking out here? Explain to them where Bruceton is. There it is. They put the map up.
Bruceton is the midpoint between Nashville and Memphis on Highway 70. Yeah. We're almost due south of Paris and northeast of Jackson.
You're west of Camden.
West of Camden, east of Huntington.
It's kind of the center of all of it.
Yep.
We
got a map up there.
We're the center of the
world.
That's right.
And they ain't got no debt.
And no debt.
That's right. That's even better. They need a sign. If you find a sign stuck up out there, the town of no debt, you'll say, Mike Weatherford's been here. Take that down. But anyway, I use that a lot. I know y'all probably tired of hearing it, but that just blows my mind that any city, I don't care how big or how small, can have all y'all got everything that every other city's got, but you do it with no debt. So that proves it can be done.
It can be done.
It's kind of like,
it's hard.
Yeah, why did the chicken cross the road? To prove to the possum it could be done. So y'all are proving it can be done. It's tough, and I'm sure you have to watch what you spend your money on. But I think that's the county and the city as a whole. It's probably really likes that because y'all taxes kind of stay low, I'm sure.
Well, we've got a little higher tax rate than some of the other towns, but we haven't touched the tax rate in over 10 years.
We just got our evaluation here in Henry County, and people's losing their minds. So there's some ideas of some doubles and some triples. They said average is 75%. But, our tax rate right now in Henry County is God almighty, $1.93. They're going to drop it to $1.19 because they want to cancel itself out.
Right.
Our tax rate. But we did have our evaluation through the state. You know how it works. Y'all know how it
Yeah,
works.
we're in an evaluation year too. We haven't got ours yet.
Well,
but,
just get ready.
It won't be long.
It's going to be a 60% average, 60, 75%. You know, and I tell people it's these out-of-towners coming into our area, and what you and I think is too high, they think it's a bargain because where they come from, they'll buy it. They jump right on top of it, and you know it's a right now it's a seller's market.
Yes, it is.
And it's just the parts of it. Let's get back to Bruceton. All this starts at 11 a.m. and it goes
11 a.m. when we go till whenever we get done.
That's whenever the party's over.
That's right. When the party's finished, we'll go.
There's a lot of things right there we got going. You got T-shirts available, scheduled events.
And
As
talking
a
about
matter
that,
of fact,
we have one for you.
Oh, we do. Looky here.
So this is our T-shirt for our Centennial.
Hey, that's cool looking. Man, I like that shirt. That's mine.
That's for you.
Oh man, I like that. That is so cool, man. I'm gonna hold. They're telling me the back to hold it up. I'll show you the front of it. Right there's the front. And look here at the back of it. Man,
and you can buy them. We'll have them for sale at Bruceton in May.
Right. Hey, I may get me one of them. I'm gonna wear this, but I need to get me one of them to put up. Because, you know, there'll never be another 2025.
That's right.
You know, that's a 100-year celebration. I need to get me one of them and put it in a frame and hang it on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then with all my wall of shame, I call it around.
That is a challenge coin for you.
Oh, looky here. Man, they are really taking care of Mike. I feel special tonight. Look, can I take it out of here?
Yeah, it's same thing front and back of the shirt. The front is...
Look at this. I'm going to hold this up there. I'll hold steady and let y'all zoom in if I can. My old shoulder's killing me today. There we go. Watch them do their magic in the back. They'll slowly get in there. Let them. There we go. Town of Bruceton. I'm just going to flip it. Centennial. That is cool. I like stuff like that.
The front of the coin is our city limits sign that we designed several years ago.
Right.
And we use as our logo.
Are these going to be available?
Yes, those will be available.
That's real gold. That's Australian gold. But that is cool. I appreciate that. I really do, man. Thank you a lot. Thank you, Ann.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I like stuff like that. That's pretty cool. But I will keep that. And,
that'll be a collector's item,
it
just
will
like
be.
our pigs that we used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Pigs.
We used to have little keychain pigs, and we have a huge set in our cabinet in City Hall, and one from every year. When we had our barbecue contest, we'd have a different color pig with the date, the year on.
That'll be a collector.
And so that
that will be a collector right there. I hope you made enough of them. I bet they'll go quick that day. I bet everybody's wanting one because you know there's never be another 2025.
No,
and our grandchildren look back and say, you know, that's pretty cool back in because I see stuff from back in 1976 and we're in Henry County when we had ours. Was it 200-year birthday back then or 117? 200 years back then, 1976, and I see some of that stuff back in the day. And my kids say, "You was around then?" I said, "Hell yeah, I was around." What do you mean was I around?
Yeah, we as part of our celebration, we buried a time capsule when we had the bicentennial train in 1996. That was the state's 200th anniversary.
Right.
And we buried a time capsule then and set it for 25 years so it would coincide with our 100th year anniversary.
So y'all open that up.
We're going to open that up in June.
Yep.
That's cool. That's cool. I like stuff like that. Did a lot of locals put stuff in it too?
Yes, we had a big crowd that put a lot of stuff in it. I'm hoping it has done well.
Made it, yes.
Well, it's made for that, isn't it?
Supposed to be. But
you wonder, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Let's hope. Well, it's
sort of on a hill, so hopefully,
the water's
going down.
Well, that's a hill up here, but we don't know about it in the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got a lot going on. And this Saturday night, it's starting Saturday, this coming Saturday.
11 a.m.
So, people, they say there's nothing to do around here. Yes, there is. I've got viewers all over the state and all over the country as far as that goes. Get up Saturday morning. If you're over in that area, say Camden, Hollow Rock, with Bruceton, same town right there, I call it. Anywhere in that area, get in your car, drive to Bruceton if he hasn't been lately. 100-year celebration. And look, you'll find something for you and the family. 22 trailers to eat. Go hungry.
That's right.
Because you won't leave hungry.
We hope not.
If you do, it's your own fault.
Right.
But that's a lot of food trucks. There's got to be. It's going to be different genres of food too.
Yes,
Yeah,
we've
bit
got
of
all manner of things: hamburgers, hot dogs, just most anything you can imagine.
Pizza, barbecue.
Yep.
I don't know which one I ate that time I was over. Last year, I think, maybe year before last, I was over. And I would like to come back, but I'm getting pulled different directions this year, and I still may make it.
Well, I hope you can.
I'm going to try to get over that night. I slip in sometimes late. I see you, Mary.
They say, come on in late and listen to music.
Because Dana likes that 24/7.
Yeah.
But you said try that barbecue, and I did, and damn, it was good. I don't remember the name of it. We tried to
Archie Parker.
Really,
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. They was busy. There was people everywhere eating. It was. Was it 2 years ago, wasn't it?
It was 2 years ago.
Was it last year? I can't remember. Well, I know it was when
I think you were in Peoria last year. I think you had to be in Peoria.
Yeah, I think so. What was that band that was over?
Jimmy Church.
Jimmy Church band. Was he play last year?
He played last year and the year before.
Right. He's wonderful.
He is.
You're just trying something new this year.
We're just trying to mix things up.
You need to.
And just have a little change.
Right.
And this is the first time that we've had more than two bands.
Right. That's a lot to put on. Who structures all of this? Do you do all the scheduling now?
Well, it's a team effort.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. We have a good committee of volunteer people that help us plan things out and what we're going to do.
Right. I hope it grows where it can turn into a 2 or 3 day event. I think it will eventually because y'all are going the right direction.
Well, we started out with a 2-day event, and that is a killer.
It is. It is.
My staff will tell you that's a real killer.
Maybe I need to take that back. Maybe it won't get into a 2 day. But I know when I was over, it was fact. It was people everywhere.
Right.
And it was so nice. It was family atmosphere. It ain't we just of all ages and all genres of people there. It's everybody.
It is for everybody that wants to come and have a good time.
And there's free stuff for the kids. We've got 3 big inflatables this year, plus a whole pile of yard games.
Yeah.
So lots of free stuff for the kids. The petting zoo,
and pony ride.
Yeah.
That's good. And we got some photos from last time that we can show, Kevin. We don't? Okay. I thought I had some, but maybe I did. But I know when I was over, there was a lot of stuff going on. You had the bands, you had the food, and there was something else that went on over. What was that going on? I forgot something.
Well,
the car shows usually.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The car show is there.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of cars.
Yeah, we generally end up with like 40 cars.
Yeah.
So Bruceton is a community that's been around 100 years. I would have thought it'd been longer than that. Really?
Well, actually, the settlement area has been longer than that. The Primitive Baptist Church there in Bruceton, they celebrated 250 years last year.
Right.
So there has been a community in that area. It was founded as a railroad town, and it's had several names: Hollow Rock Junction, New City, and then finally they incorporated it as Bruceton.
Where did the name Bruceton come from?
It was named for W.P. Bruce, who was superintendent of the NC and St. L Railroad.
Railroad did a lot for this country. I mean, I know we don't realize it, but they did a lot. A lot of towns named after railroads, and railroads opened up a lot. So that was a switch station, maybe? What was it?
Bruceton, we had the only roundhouse between Nashville and Memphis.
Okay, so that's what got it kind of on the map.
Yes.
And is it holding its own population, or is it kind of growing a little bit?
Population is growing. Our last census was 1570.
For 1509.
Okay. But little over 1,500.
Right.
And estimates, just from my observation, I think we're probably pushing a little closer to 1,600.
Great. That's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
now, we've had a lot of people come in, a lot of new people come in, and that's, just like you said, the people come in and buy property that
retiring.
that are retiring and coming from out of state.
Yeah.
We found a lot of people coming from out of state.
I see that too on Facebook. I'll laugh. They'll be talking, Tennessee's closed. We got enough. We all, we got to have it. We got to have new blood, new investment. But I tell people, welcome to Paris. But whatever you're running from, don't bring the crap with you. We don't want that around here.
No,
you're running from something.
That's true, and we have been very lucky that with the new people, they have assimilated,
right,
and they didn't want what they left.
That's right. But a lot of times people, they get here, and in all communities, it's not just around here, we're talking about anywhere, they leave in something, politics or crime or they're leaving high taxes, and then they get here and they say, well, where I came from, well, we don't give a damn. This is how we do it, this is how we're going to do it, and so it's not going to change. Anything else you want to add about Bruceton in May? That's an exciting event down there. Anything else we need to talk about? I sound like I'm forgetting something here, guys.
I think
we've
it's
pretty covered everything.
pretty well covered it. That's what we want to do, was talk about Bruceton in May and our 100 years.
100 years. Pretty,
100 years.
Everybody that comes here, this is the Burr Street Mafia Studios. You know where you're at.
Yeah.
You've seen The Godfather and all that. And everybody says, am I part of the Mafia now? Well, and I said, I'm going to make y'all two official members of the Burr Street Mafia.
Well,
now,
thank you.
That chip right there and 5 pennies will get you a nickel. It tells you on the back you're an official. It's not as cool as this, and y'all make me look bad with this.
No.
But them right there is kind of rare.
That is cool. That is really cool.
You're an official member of the Burr Street Mafia.
Happy to be so.
Yeah, there we go. My husband loves to play poker, so I'm going to throw that in with his
Throw
poker
that in there
chip.
with him and tell him, there you go. That's a special one
That's
right
a
there.
special chip.
Guys, it's good to see y'all too again. We're all friends, and I'm sure when you said 24/7 that I'm going to start my day about daylight Saturday, and I'm going to have to do the prayer deal. And I feel Dana's going to be telling us, Mike, let's go to Bruceton. I want to hear 24/7. So you'll probably, more than likely, if I ain't dead asleep over in a chair, possibility I'll be there.
You bring your chair.
We'll be happy to have you.
We're happy to have you.
I would like to come, and I'll find you if I do.
Oh,
and,
well, we'll have our tent right inside the gate. The city tent's going to be right inside the gate. The police will be there, and we'll be right beside them. I said we'll have T-shirts for sale.
Right.
We'll have gift giveaways for the kids. We'll have.
We got something on right there. Tell me what we got.
There we
right
go.
here.
That's our new website that we have at the town of Bruceton. We just got that recently, where I just finished it. So townofbruceton.tn.gov. So our official one.
Page.
We have our Facebook page, and that's a picture of our city hall.
That's great. That's great. Hey, Bruceton is good. I've been saying this for a few years now, Mayor, and you too, Miss Han. I want to come over there and see that Hollow Rock. Because Bruceton Hollow Rock, all you got to do, Mike's call me. Well, time gets away. But I'm telling you, this summer, I'm coming. And we're going to go out and eat supper. And I'll buy the supper if you'll show me the Hollow Rock. Give me a tour of that area. I like stuff like that.
Yep.
I just want to come see it. And then, but they say it's sinking in. Right?
Yes, it's sinking in. It has a hole through it.
Right.
And when I was younger, it was much higher up. You had to climb up to get it. Now you got to get down on your knees.
Is there anybody ever looked at restoring it and getting it back to its glory? Because it's
former mayor of Hollow Rock looked at it, but it's in a swamp and it's big rock. So I don't know how
you would lift it.
They claim we put somebody on the moon.
Yep.
This is true.
My political ambitions in life, I explained to you that earlier, that might be one of my projects. We'll talk about that later.
If you can get state funded, more power to you.
I would like to see something like that because, look, every community needs something to draw people to look at. It helps the economy. And manufacturing, if the president can get it all back to the states, I'm more power to him. I'm all behind it, all for it. But sometimes we just got to do tourists. We got to have something people to come and see, people look at. Because the world's getting smaller as we know it. Because you can get in your car now and drive a couple 100 miles and see something, and eat supper. And I think that's a big part, is to get these small towns back on the map. There's something around that area that like that Hollow Rock. They can turn that into something and get people to come over and look at it and see it and maybe sell some stuff. Who knows? Just ideas. But I like stuff like that. Yep. I appreciate y'all.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you inviting us.
Oh, man, it's
always
good.
happy to be here.
I know you are. And tell us one more time what we got going on this weekend. So don't forget, we have got Bruceton in May. Starts 11. There we go. We got it up again. This coming Saturday, 11 a.m. They got everything in the world going on. There's a schedule of events coming up May the 17th, 11 a.m. till late. I like that. Bruceton Memorial Park, Bruceton, Tennessee. Ages, it doesn't matter. It's got something for everybody. 100-year celebration. They got these cool T-shirts and these cool little old medallions I got. It's cool. They got 22 eating food trucks. How many food trucks total? How many vendors?
There was 22.
22 food trucks and 66
total food trucks and other type vendors is 66.
66. Or you can buy your Christmas shopping, get you something to eat, buy that woman a birthday present, anniversary present, or just buy her something. Go to Bruceton this coming Saturday. Starts at 11. There's something for everybody to do. Dog shows, car shows, hell, it's just bands.
And the helicopters might be coming in. So
might have some helicopters.
Love that. National Guard's going to be there.
And you can tell everybody you've been to Bruceton. That's what you need to do. Tune in. Hey, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Mike.
You too. Thank you,
all right,
Mike.
folks, there you go. We've been doing a community night. We've talked about what's going on here in Henry County coming up on Memorial Day. Don't miss it. Go to Henry County Court. Y'all got something going on in Bruceton for Memorial Day, you think?
No, we don't have a celebration.
There you go. We all come to Henry.
They need to come over here to Perry.
That's right.
We listen to those folks, and that's a good thing they're doing.
It is a good thing. It is a wonderful thing. So don't forget, Memorial Day, before you go to the lake or grill out or whatever you do, get your hind end up, go up here to Henry County Courthouse, and join all this celebration. Without these fallen warriors, you wouldn't be grilling at the lake. You just wouldn't be able to do the things. You need to get involved, go to the courthouse, and help this celebration. It's coming up Memorial Day. And don't forget, coming up this Saturday, Bruceton and May's coming up. Hop in your ride after you do the Memorial Day. After you go to Puryear, hop in your ride over to Bruceton. Spend a weekend doing something. Look, you can go to Bruceton. They got a lot of fun. Starts at 11 a.m. Food trucks, bands, you name it. It's going on in Bruceton and May. So don't ever look at me and say, there's nothing to do around here. Hell, I done told you 3 things going on right there. Keep you tied up for a whole day right there. All you got to do is tune in to the Mike Weatherford Show, and I'll keep you updated on everything that's going on in our community. So don't forget now, I've got another show coming up next week. I don't know if y'all knew about this. It really shocks me. I always thought that I knew a little bit of everything, but, I tend to find out I don't know as much. 1977 in June. Mayor, did you know about that? It's amazing.
I've been racking my mind, and
no, we can't say we know. I can't say I knew about it, and I hate to say that. 42 people lost their life in a jail fire in Columbia, Tennessee in 1977. It was the largest jail fire in the state of Tennessee. If I'm not mistaken, it's the second largest in the country to happen in the jail. It was on a day that they had, I'll give you a little tidbit of what went on. They was having visitation, and that's all I want to tell you. It caught a fire and killed 42 people right here in our neighbors, just Middle Tennessee, not too far from here, Columbia, Tennessee. I got Cindy Tinsley. She's going to come on. She wrote a book about this a year ago, Tragedy in a Small Town. We're going to find out what happened, how it happened, what went on, and maybe we can get some unanswered questions answered. How can 42 people die in a jail fire? I mean, can't they let them out of the jail cell? I do know this much, too. There was records wreckers trying to pull the bars out of the windows to get those people out of there. But we lost 42 lives. No matter what you was in jail for, you didn't get a death sentence just by getting drunk driving and bad checks. This shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. So Cindy Tinsley is going to be here, the author of the book, going to tell us all about it. And we're going to get to the bottom of that tragic that went on. It changed a lot of things that happens in our jails today from this far across the country right here, Columbia, Tennessee. That's amazing. I'm just appalled that I didn't even know about it. I forgot about it. It's
a little strange.
It is strange. All right, don't forget, that's coming up next Tuesday, May the 20th, right here on the Mike Weatherford. Don't forget, my sister show, Good Day Paris. It's every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. on Facebook. Find them, like them, follow them. They've got something going on. Don't forget, Tennessee Informer, Dave Vance has got Robert. He has some of the hardest last name for an old country boy from Hico to pronounce. Bodish. Say that, Mayor.
Appears to be Bodish.
Bodish. Some of these names, Jesus Christ. But anyway, Major General Texas State Guard, Epic City. What everyone needs to know, what are the dangers and what can it be done? Is it too late to stop it? It's coming up Wednesday. Tennessee Enforcer, find him in Tennessee Informer on Facebook. That's coming up tomorrow, May the 14th. Find him, like him, follow him, Facebook, YouTube, and tune in and hear what's going on with this guy that Mike can't say his last name, Mike Bodish. I'm sorry, Major General. I'm sorry, but that's just not a name that comes from Hico. But anyway, tune in the show and take care of it. Don't forget Sportscast Live with Jeremy Buckaloo. It's every Sunday, 7:30. He's got the Henry County Golf and the Bulldogs, Greg Laster, and going to be live. And we're working on some other guests coming on. He's doing state, national, and it's a great show. Everybody knows Jeremy. He's a sports announcer. He's doing a podcast now. He's doing a great job. The show's growing in leaps and bounds. He's getting big names starting to come on. So tune in every Sunday, 7:30. Right now it's on the Mike Weatherford Show page, but Sportscast Live in 2 weeks will be over its own page. So find it, follow it, subscribe to him so you keep up with all the sports going on in the whole Southeast. That's Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo. And don't forget, coming up this Saturday, May the 17th, Puryear Day. Tug of War. There's a lot of stuff going on at Puryear Day. It's a big event down there. I can't tell you what all they've got. It's a lot of stuff. But me and Taylor are going to MC the Tug of War. You got the Henry County Sheriff's Department taking on the Paris Police Department, Drug Task Force, local businesses. Let me see. Taylor's place out here, his waitresses is taking on Paris Station waitresses. L.I. Smith's involved. Aces. Pizza's got some guys going to be in a tug of war. It's going to be an exciting time. Going to happen at high noon, Puryear, Tennessee, May the 17th. Be there or be square. And don't forget, Between the Rivers is coming up. Their fish fry's coming up the what day? The 18th coming up. That's right, Sunday, May the 18th. You can get a whole fish dinner. Call 270-924-2077. Get your tickets and go down there and help support our LBL. That'd be a good time. I think I might try to get me some fish. That's a pretty good deal. All right, folks. I think that's about it. But I want to congratulate Janice Cupperson. She won the pretty cool mugs and Yetis from our friends over at the Unforgotten Motorcycle Club. That's cool stuff right there. I mean, that is real. He brung that in. The first thing I thought of was K&N root beer. That's what it looks like. That's pretty cool. And don't forget to support these locals. You know, the Motorcycle Club, the Veterans Council, they do a lot. They take care of our veterans, and the Motorcycle Club especially, they run them back and forth to Nashville. They build them ramps. Whatever these people need, they step up and help them where the government, kind of falls short. They kind of pick up and help these people. We all need to remember, without these people, we couldn't do what we do. And so I want my hats off to these guys. And I want to thank my crew in the back for helping me do what I do every week. Y'all got to watch it back there. There's a lot going on, ain't it?
That's fascinating.
It is. It's a lot going on in the back.
Absolutely fascinating.
It is a lot. People don't realize it's a pretty good deal. I want to thank my producer, Kevin Chester Keel, Scott Norwood, Billy Busey, and Dana Allen for what they do in the back. I get the easy part. I get to sit up here and just talk. That's easy. They got the hard part. Y'all can about it's a lot going on, especially keeping me in order because I do crazy stuff all the time. I'm kind of hyper. But anyway, I appreciate you, my viewer, for tuning in. And like I always say, find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube, find us on Spotify, share us, follow us, tell your friends, because we want to be your go-to place for all the things we all want to know about. Tune in next week, same time, same place, and y'all two got to help me. And like I always say, don't be late.
The Mike Weatherford Show is recorded live in the Bruce Street Mafia Studios, downtown Paris. A Keel Media, Bruce Street Mafia production.